Hello and welcome back for another episode of Cross Trails Podcast. So yeah, so if you listened to the last episode, I was meant to have a guest on, and it was meant to be last week. It was meant to be my mate Kieran again, but truth is, we just got straight on the beers and ended up not recording. So apologies, but me and him have a bit of a running adventure planned, so it's better off that happened because we can save it for then, for after our little adventure that we've got planned. So this weekend I ran the Lakes Traverse 100. Uh, and yeah, it was good. It was good. Where do I go from there? It was good. I prepared pretty well for it. It was a weird one because I didn't train specifically for this race. So as you probably know, I ran the Winter Downs 100 in December, and then I've got a training plan in place for the 14 Peaks, which is going to be quite a tough 50-kilometer race. So this is just sort of an in-between race, and I'll be honest, I underestimated it. Not in the case of I didn't train enough, I didn't think enough. I just thought it would be easier. I thought the climbs would be easier. I think that's what it was. It was the climbs. I wasn't expecting it to be so warm as well. It was really hot. Um, so yeah, build up to the race really was pretty chilled out. Other than my dog Oscar did not let me get much sleep the night before. So I might have to reevaluate. I'm not sure what set him off. I'm not sure. He was okay until we heard some laughter in the hallway. Because I went to bed quite early. I went to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then yeah, just throughout the night, it was just a bit of a pain in the ass. So it kept me up. Um, and then yeah, my hotel was about 10 minutes away from the start. The start was in St. Bees. It's on the coast of the Lake District. So sorry, I should probably explain if you don't know the Lakes Traverse. The Lakes Traverse is one of four races held by Area Events. Um, the Lakes Traverse is 100 kilometers from St. Bees in the Lake District to Shap. And then the big one you got is North Traverse, which is 300 kilometers, which is from St. Bees to Robin Hood's Bay, which is literally the other side of the country. And then there's smaller ones, Dales and Moors Traverse. So I can never remember which one's which. One's 55 kilometers, one's 80 kilometers. But yeah, so other than the lack of sleep, everything went well. Nutrition was perfect. Like I had loads of carbs, loads of protein, everything, all the good stuff the day before and the morning of the race. Got my usual porridge and banana in me before the race as well. Spot on. Um, so yeah, got to the start. Beautiful, beautiful place, St. Bees, like the beach. Anyway, um, and then yeah, saw a couple of familiar faces. One of which was Heather Driscoll, who we know each other from Instagram, but it was just quite funny how she recognised me via my dog, and she wasn't the only person, and hasn't been the only person. It happens a lot. People just, it's your dog. um, so that was cool. See some people I knew, and then yeah, and like I say, it was beautiful, beautiful place. It did kind of get me thinking. Oh, do you know what? I'm not sure if I do. I think I do fancy Arc of Attrition now. Just to be on the coastline, because there was a good chunk of it's on the coastline. I don't know exactly how much, um, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and then um, made a few friends along the way before. So the first checkpoint was at 27 kilometers, which was just water only. Um, Made some friends. A lady called, I think her name was Joanna, from Surrey, because we were talking about Centurion races. That's the races she does. And then yeah, we started just chatting about that, and then left lost her. Dropped just before we got to Ennerdale. Got to Ennerdale, and I know I left her at the checkpoint, and then I got there to Ennerdale Water, which is about 30 kilometres in. I just started puking. I don't know why. I just started like just chundering. I'm not sure if it was the heat or what. But then after that, I basically couldn't keep my beloved Voom bars down, which was an absolute nightmare because they're great for electrolytes, they're great for caffeine, all sorts. But they just couldn't stay down. But I saw my friend David Wood along the way. He was there doing fellside photography for the race. So that was a bit of a boost, pick me up because I was feeling really shit. Because basically, all the energy I put into my nutrition had just gone out. Like I just had it just zapped my energy. That being sick. Yeah, I just had zero energy, and then got overtaken by Damien Hall. He just it's hard to explain the terrain. It's rocky, rooty, and like uneven, and he just floated. Like, it was just like, I hate people like that. Just like, no, you're not suffering like I am. It's not fair. But yeah, I mean, he's on the Northern Traverse, and he beat the course record. We'll go on to that in a bit. So yeah, and then people who I'd been talking to before and left at checkpoints and was well ahead of, started overtaking me. My friend Haley overtook me. Yeah, I don't mind people overtaking me, but it's just sort of like, when you've overtaken people and they're quite a bit behind, and you slow down, you think, fuck, I've really slowed down if these people are catching me up. So it was a bit like, oh, fuck, what's going to happen to this rate? I was thinking I might have to pull out because I just don't have the energy. But anyway, I got to the second checkpoint, which was then 49k. Feeling like, yeah, depending how this goes at this checkpoint, I might pull out. But I had pizza, I had some fizzy sweets, loads of Coke, um, loads of crisps, and then I felt good. I feel like it put me in a second wind. Oh, but before that as well, I met my friend Yona as well. She was, and I saw her at this checkpoint, so we sort of had a little brief chat when I was feeling shit, and then she saw me at the checkpoint, so I said, "Oh, I'm going to pull out at the next checkpoint. I feel like fucking death." And then and then we saw each other again, and she was really, really reassuring. Giving me loads of encouragement, which I really appreciated. And I carried on after the second checkpoint. So before that checkpoint, sorry, I'm sort of losing track of where I am. There was one climb, took us up Honister Pass. That wasn't too bad, even though I did feel like death. And then was it the second one? After checkpoint 2, I think that was Black Sail. But anyway, there was two big ups, as we call them, climbs, and my hip just wasn't enjoying them. My hip wasn't enjoying going up on my left side, and my right knee wasn't enjoying going down. Don't know what was going on, but just the fact of being sick earlier, all of the aches that I was feeling, and the heat as well. Like I said, I did not realize how hot it was going to be. I just really wanted to DNF. I just like, fucking hell, right? I'm gonna I was like, checkpoint 3. I was like, right, I think I might just fucking quit. I was like, next one's 69k. It ended up being 71 on my watch. But I was like, yeah, I'm not. I was like, can I really? Am I going to write myself off basically, and do myself harm? But then I saw my friend Heidi, my lovely friend Heidi Rogers, who was out on the course, just seeing her just fucking uplifted me so much. Had a little sweaty, smelly hug from me, and chatted to me for a little bit, and yeah, just that really fucking just like cheered me up. Um, and then yeah, and then went up a really shitty hill, came down, saw my friend David Wood again, taking pictures. So seeing him was nice. Tried to chat to him while he was trying to take pictures. Sorry, David, if I distracted you. But then after that, I met my friend Nathan French, who was doing the Northern Traverse. Um, so yeah, and then we ran together basically to the next checkpoint. And again, I think it was just having him to chat to and just think he sort of got me like, oh, yeah, I can get to the checkpoint, no problem. He's fucking fast as well. Like considering, like he had, considering he's running 300 kilometers. He was going at some speed, so I mean it was on the downs, so we'll give him that. But yeah, our checkpoints were separate buildings, just because obviously you'd have loads of people there. Said our goodbyes, got to this third checkpoint, and then I didn't really have much. I had a pakora wrap and a coffee, and then I was just like, saw who did I see there? Saw my friend Joanna again. I think she was a bit surprised I was still in the race, but I think it's because just I was so vocal about I'm DNFing and DNFing. Fuck this. Um, and yeah, I was just like, you know what? I'm here. I might as well finish it, even if I death marched it. Um, and I was told the next up, there's only one up, and then it's all down until the finish. And they were like, "Oh, it's the biggest ascent of the race." I was fucking dreading it. I was like, "Oh, really?" And then another gentleman at the checkpoint was like, "Yeah, but it's broken up in 3 sections. So like you'll go up, and then it'll plateau. You'll go up again, plateau again." So I was like, oh, "Okay, not too bad." It wouldn't have been too bad if it weren't for the fucking weather, like just 180-degree turning. So it'd been really hot during the day. As soon as the sun went down, as soon as I was like, even like I don't know, I must have been only 200 meters up. Um, the the winds just picked up. I don't know how fast it was going, fucking fast. And then not only was it dark, but it was really, really misty, and the temperature was just like, I think someone said it was like -3, but I'm not sure if that was just wind chill rather than the actual temperature. Um, and yeah, I got absolutely bollocks by it. But thankfully, on the tops, I teamed up with two lovely ladies, Nicole and Haley, um, and we just sort of like latched on. I think they were already running with each other, and I had spoke to them before, but just sort of like I'd overtake them, then they'll overtake me at like a bit. They were really good on the ups. Actually, there was a descent where I. Then this is how we got talking actually, because I caught them up on the down, but when they were going up on the ascent, they just were like mountain goats. It was really impressive. And I literally just said, by the way, guys, that ascent was really, really impressive. And they said some nice things about my descent because obviously I caught up with them. But yeah. Um, so yeah, we stuck together basically from that point to the finish. Um, and yeah, it really did help get me to the finish because there were times when we were just helping each other with nav because it was so misty and that, and then there was parts where the path wasn't very obvious. Um, so yeah, no, we helped each other with the nav, just keeping each other in high spirits. There was a few times where we we would chat and then the chat would just die, but then we'd chat again, and we had some really really nice conversations. And yeah, it was really nice. And then just to finish with them as well, was really really cool. So yeah, got to the finish, and then Nelly was waiting there with my dog, well, our dog, I should say. And yeah, fair play. She's a trooper because I, I think I said around 14, 16 hours. I was like, I'll finish. I ended up finishing in like 18 hours. And so we left about 1:30 because I went into the venue, got my medal, and I had some chili and rice and a coffee, and then we drove home. And yeah, fair play. She's been out all day, waited for me in the cold, um, and then drove back. So yeah, just want to put it out there. Thank you very much, Nell, because it was a long day for me, but it was also a long day for you. But I'm repaying the favor at UTS, so it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, yeah, that was cool. So I finished, and then I sort of had a look on Instagram, see what's going on in the world, because I knew the Chester 100 was on the same day, and my good friend of mine, Sean Merriweather, beat the course record by, I think it was like an hour and 44 minutes or something mad, very very quick. Um, yeah, insane. So that was cool. And then my friend Ellie King, um, she was doing the Dales Traverse. She smashed that. Very impressive time also. And then I saw Sarah Perry winning the Medieval Backyard Ultra. Um, it was just like mad, like just I sort of watched all of us. I didn't see. I've been quite self-absorbed on Instagram recently because of my race. I'm just like, if it's not about my race, I'm not interested. Or anyone that's already doing the traverses. um, so yeah, so I've not seen many people's stories. So I saw Sarah Perry's stories like just all in one go, and just watching her stories about fucking hell, her and this other guy who are fighting for to finish this backyard ultra, and yeah, she smokes him at the end. Yeah, very very impressive. Sarah Perry's so cool. Innovate athlete. I met her at I think I might have met her at GL3D last year. And to be honest, I didn't know who she was at the time, not realizing. I think she was it the coast she done in like she's got an FKT and some route. Um, yeah, I didn't know who she was at the time, and then like I found out. I was like, whoa, fucking hell, this girl's cool. Um, but yeah, and then Damien Hall as well smashed the Northern Traverse um, course record. It was previously held by Kim Collinson. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, I sort of had mixed feelings about that because obviously it's cool anytime a course record's beaten, um, and nothing against Damien, but if him and Kim were racing together, I would be supporting Kim just because I knew about Kim before I knew about Damien. Is all. I've got Kim on Strava and everything, so yeah, it was kind of like so yeah, but I'm following a few people in Northern Traverse now. So Nathan, he's still out there. My mate Graham Pepper, who I met while we were both volunteering for Dragon's Back, he's out there at the moment, doing very well. Sharon Dixon, again, another one who I met while working Dragon's Back, she's out there. and Eleanor Clarenbold. Again, another person I met working Dragon's Back. So yeah, and then there is a lady who's quite local to me. I can't pronounce. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her first name right. Eloise Eccles. Um, Eloise Eccles. Apologies in advance. Yeah, she's a local runner. She's got the FKT for, I think, for the Lady Sandstone and the Baker's Way, which are two routes by me. Very impressive runner. Let's have a look. Where are they on the course? So we've got Nathan's doing really well actually. Where's Nathan? He's So out of the people I'm following, Nathan's in the lead. He's just come past Dalehead. Doesn't have mileage markers on this, which is quite annoying on the tracker. I'll call her Miss Eccles. She's come out of Lordstones. And then we've got where's everyone else gone? Eleanor and Graham are not far apart actually. They're quite close to each other. And then my lovely Sharon's just coming up to Richmond, which has a cut-off time at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, so she's got plenty of time. Yeah, loads of time. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be watching them. When's So yeah, no, Nathan is actually really close. Like I said, there's no mileage markers, which is the annoying thing. But he's in the North York Moors. So he's not far. What's the nearest town? Westerdale. My British geography is awful. So yeah, no, really cool. I think they're the only people I know uh, that's that's done it or is doing it. I don't think there's anyone else. Just going through the who's retired. There's a few names I recognise. When I was doing my race and they come past me. Because I always check, because you have to have your race number on your front, and then they have like a smaller one to put on your back. So anytime someone passes me, I'll just have a look to see. Because sometimes I like just saying like I don't know, like uh, Jeremy, like guy called Jeremy goes past me, and I see his name on the back, say, "Oh, well done, Jeremy." You know, I like that. It's just because I think if someone said it to me, I'd be like, "Oh, cheers, mate, thanks." um, so yeah, so that's it now, really. Yeah, short and sweet episode today. Like I said, the solo ones I like to keep short. Apologies, it didn't go as I wanted. Like I said, it was meant to be last week. It was meant to be with Kieran, but we just ended up getting steaming straight on the Guinness, um, and we were on it till silly o'clock. And then I was in London the next day seeing a comedian called Shane Gillis. That was that was so funny. Fuck, like I've only just started seeing comedians and I don't like most comedians I see on the internet, to be honest. But see, Shane Gillis is quite big, and Theo Von, who I've seen as well, quite big. Both times as well, like my face has been hurting afterwards. So yeah, but I'm not sure if that's just more my sense of humor. Like I hate these, these. Don't know what it is, especially in the UK. What's your name, mate? And then just fucking shit on people in the audience for no reason. Like that's just was it crowd work? Not for me. Fucking tell a joke, tell a story. Don't just fucking hey, you're a fucking nonce, you. You probably know which comedian I'm on about just from because everyone knows about this guy. He's always on fucking explore pages somehow. Industry plant. So next race for me. It's technically GL3D, Great Lakeland 3D. It's not really a race, but it is a running event. It's my favourite in the year. It should be a nice social event. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But I'll be supporting quite a lot So Nell's doing the Llangollen Fifth Fell race this Sunday. So I'll be driving her, supporting her for that. There's a few fell races in between I might go to. It just depends how I recover from this, really. I'm still struggling to walk today. So the race was on Saturday. Today's Monday. Yeah, I'm struggling a bit. In a bit of pain, but it's nothing like niggly or anything like that. It's just I ran for 18 hours. Stuff's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Soles of my feet, my calves, and occasionally my glute. But yeah, nothing niggly. So yeah, there's a few fell races in between, and then my friend Lewis Mockler's doing the Manchester Marathon, so I might go see him. It'd be cool to get him on the podcast if I can, but I'm not holding any promises because look what happened last time. So yeah, um, for the next episode, I will try and get a guest on. I have a few people in mind. I'm not saying anything yet because, like I said, I fucked up last time. And yeah, we'll go from there. But I'll love you and leave you. It's been what are we on now? 26 minutes. Yeah, I'd like to keep these solo ones like less than half an hour if I can. So we're all good. Um, yeah, if you have any questions about the Lakes Traverse, um, anything about the route, or or any further questions about how I trained or recovery, just drop us a message on Instagram. Christian on the run _ between all words, and yeah, I'll get back to you. I like to try and be as supportive of anyone I can with their fitness or running journeys. So yeah, and that's it from me. So I'll love you and leave you. Bye.